What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Action Sunday. And you know what? I'm just going to stick with my trend of fast movies for this week. So I wanted to review Fast 8, but unfortunately, since it wasn't really available for me, which was stupid, so I decided to skip Fast 8 and go straight to Fast 9. And this one I felt was one of the more unique entries of the entire franchise, in my opinion, because I love how what they did here just completely just makes me go, okay, this is good. This is what I like to see, instead of like, paper cookie cutter style things I would expect in it, like a heist movie or even an action movie. And this one is, of course, I love the fact that they just bring some more edge to Dominic Toretto, like a bit of an origin story. It's like really, really good. It's like telling you like, oh, this is how he was, and then like how he become who he was. And then the crazy thing is find out like, wait, Dominic had a brother? Dominic and me had a brother that we didn't know about? Holy shit. Here we go. Here's Jacob Toretto, played by John Cena, of all people. I was like, wow. If the Fast franchise can get insane, it did. Not to mention, now we got one more wrestler that did a bunch. You got John Cena. And a franchise that already has one wrestler with The Rock. So I'm glad that I'm like, wow, just two guys that as a fan, wrestling fan, you know, like these guys didn't get along real well in the ring or WWE, but they had good series of matches. But now here they are working on the Fast and Furious franchise, and this one was up there. I'll admit, like there were some moments that had me on edge. There were moments I really enjoyed, and of course, made me just go, yes, this is the same kind of things I would expect it and typically expect in a Fast and Furious movie. The stunt work, the crazy things, I just had me just going, how in the hell do you pull that shit off? And of course, some that made me just go, there's no way. There's no way. No, any crazy stunt that you would expect to do with a car is super impossible. How the hell they do that? Especially the whole scene, you know, with the bridge thing where like he zip lines. I'm like, how? And the fact that how the fuck did you not just fracture your spine just crashing and laying in that car? Just insane. And then let's take things one step further. Let's have Lucas Black's character return from Tokyo Drift, which of course, again, more Tokyo Drift kind of influence here. And I'm like, wow, didn't expect this. I'm like he developed something where they can launch a car to space and they pull it off. And I go, just how? It's insane. I mean, if Top Gear couldn't get done, what made you think that a movie would do it? Well, they did it. And it just makes you just go, is there anything that just makes you just go, okay, I think the Fast and Furious has officially lost its edge, or just almost jumped the shark kind of thing. I don't know. It's any way that you interpret it, it just makes you just go, the ninth chapter of this series just makes you just go, okay. They were running out of ideas for crazy stunts, but when it comes to character story things, it's like, okay, an interesting wrinkle to Dominic's past, an interesting wrinkle to the whole character, introducing another Toretto family member, makes you just go, wow, yes, this is something we need. But do you think it's excessive? I don't know. But when it comes to like the star power, it's all there. The action's still good and tight. Using the whole electromagnets was pretty darn neat and like insane. How they pulled that off is beyond me. Also very freaking dangerous. Depending how you saw that stunt with them trying to lift that freaking truck, I was like, holy shit. But I will admit, seeing the character of Cypher return, I was just going, oh my lord, like I did not expect that. But man, more stuff, more building blocks, which eventually would filter into Fast 10, which of course I already covered on this channel before in a separate interview, on a separate segment. But yeah, I mean, Fast 9 definitely had its moments, though, again, the things that took me out of it was just make me just go, okay, I question physics, I question everything. But of course, any fans out there is going to be like, it's a fucking movie, dude. I'm like, Yeah, but if you want to make a car heist movie kind of thing believable, you don't do this guy's shit. But again, I understand where they're going with the story wise, to show in making everything coherent and make everything explainable, which they did. And of course, the fact that also I will admit, I'm getting a chance to see Kurt Russell return even a bit briefly in the movie was good. Then of course the whole shock reveal of, hey, Han's alive, folks. That was really good. Like makes you happy kind of thing. But not much else I could say about this. But if I had to compare it to any of the others, I'm gonna say it's definitely a couple notches down from Fast Five. Everyone says this is definitely the weaker one, but I don't know. That's up for debate. I will freaking fight to everyone and say that like nothing can beat the original except for the fifth installment. Sixth one's not as good, but again, if I had may eventually someday on this channel soon, I will do a ranking video once I watch all of them or seen all of them. But I do want to go back to rewatch Fast Four, because again, like, I find myself just question myself about that movie. I feel like, okay, is it good? Is it not? Is it whatchamacallit, good fourth installment? It's all up for debate. It doesn't matter. But of course, then again, like I mentioned in my Fast 10 review, we are getting 2 more Fast and Furious movies that hopefully just wrap everything up in a nice little bow. So eventually, one day, I will do a ranking video. But bottom line is, Fast 9, it's an okay entry, not the perfect one. There's still should have ironed out a couple of things. See, John Cena alone, I felt like added an interesting layer to the Dominic Toretto character, the Dominic Toretto family kind of thing. Everyone else did a good job. And of course, the fact that again, even though Paul Walker's no longer with them, at least they were able to explain like his character's absence, and of course they kind of left the door open, like kind of thing. For the 10th movie, which of course, again, I already talked about on this channel. With that in mind, I'm going to give Fast 9, I'm going to give it a 6.5. I want to make rate a little higher, but I feel like it's fine as it is. It's above average. Again, the things that take me out of it is, of course, just, again, the one thing that makes you just go, okay, that's virtually impossible kind of thing. I will admit, I was laughing with the whole space thing, the car going into space kind of thing. But other than that, it's an okay entry into the Fast franchise. All right, so that does it this week. Thumbs for videos, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting content.